Welcome to RangerRob Country Living. Hey everyone, this is RangerRob and welcome to the RangerRob Country Living channel. Yep, no puppies today. Sherry, it's our Sunday. Sherry got out to the piggies before me. I was editing and she snuck out and started doing piggies without me. And that's actually real sweet of her. And she gets them one-on-one time. And it's appreciated. And yes, it is another sparkling day in Central Oregon. So let's go see what Sherry's up to. All right, so I'm trying to catch up with Sherry here. She's got this all handled, and I think it's kind of fun. She doesn't get to do the whole process all the time because she's working every day, and so she just got done feeding the big piggies. Now these our oldest piglets, which they're getting big. These are getting pushy. These are getting pushy. So I've caught up with her. I'm gonna try to get caught up on the water, and so what we do is we always pour a little food right here so we can get into the fence without little piggies escaping, because pigs only think about food. And one thing about the older the piggies get, the more pushier they get. So you still got to be careful. They will trip you something fierce. They go right between your feet and they don't care. So there they are, getting their food. And yeah, so yeah, I better get water started. I'm gonna be in the dog house. It could be the pig house. All right, guys, so we're relaxing a little bit, and today my subject's about our homestead or new community. And first of all, it's not a community you have to join or a membership. It's just getting to know one another. So yesterday, I got Sherry with me here. So yesterday, we really got to enjoy our community, because in the morning we had two people show up to our pick up their piggies, and it was Tamara, and then we had John and Mindy, Tamara and her partner, and John and Mindy Persons getting their piggies. And what an enjoyable day. So you saw the video before where John did the intro and stuff. So funny. And then we find out that he's into my son's doing funny things there. They're in the bees, and so we all have kind of an interest in it. And so it's like, all right, now we have a resource to go learn more about beekeeping. And then we later on we went for a ride down to Lake Billy Chinook, because we knew John and Debbie were down camping with their family and stuff. So we was like, let's go for a ride over there and say hi. And that was so enjoyable and relaxing. And we also had a chance to see how Belle would do around other animals and stuff, because Belle's kind of the one that's keeping us from wanting to go camping too much. And it turned and being on the leash, and she was amazing. She was. Yes, so that was really took a lot of. It really changed our confidence in taking Belle camping. Belle's not mean or anything. Belle's just not social with other dogs.
We haven't been able to properly socialize her. Not that she isn't social.
Yeah.
It's just we haven't got to work with her on it.
Yeah, and that's because of the COVID days and stuff like that. But the day didn't end there, did it? So we came home, fed her, well, we didn't feed the piggies right away. But, of course, Amy at Dragonfly Farms says she's got her new adorable little baby goats. So we had to go see them. So we saw the goats. They're a tiny little thing.
Really tiny.
Yeah. But the point to this whole thing is, and Sherry and I both talk about all the time, is we're kind of like sometimes having hard times getting things done and things like that. And it's because we have something new in our lives. And it's like, we have a community now. So we actually have to kind of learn, like, you know, we need to take time and visit our friends and people are stopping by and stuff like that, and we've always been a little bit to ourselves a lot in the past, and so
it's not all work.
It's not all work, and community and friendships also take effort, and so that's something also that I think her and I are learning. And it's not like in our younger days we weren't real involved with our friends and activities and sports, but after a while sometimes you kind of get to yourselves, or you've moved from one state to another and stuff, and so you have some acquaintances, but you don't have the friendships that we've gained lately. It's just been amazing, and so it's throwing us for a curve sometimes. And, so what a nice thing, what a nice problem, huh? So what the point is to this video today is we've enjoyed this new community that's growing, that we're meeting all these people with all these different skills and backgrounds, and you don't have to be a homesteader, but just the things that we can do for one another, like John and them, they brought over some honey and it looks amazing. I can't wait to try it. And they also brought over some corn seed that I was interested in for next year, and so what a nice gesture for them to do that for us. And we're definitely gonna do something in return, just because it's fun to do and nice to trade and so yeah. So the point is like, if you're, I guess, the point is, Sherry and I have been kind of to ourselves a lot and been depending on one another, but it's and I know this day and age things make things, you know, sometimes we all are a little skeptical because people are so sensitive and stuff, but reach out and meet people, and whether you're a homesteader or not, I know our community is growing. We got, and when it comes to pigs, we've got Steve Sparks, we've had Caleb into our lives. We're hoping Laura from Washington State, from her farm up there, we just met her, will get more involved, and where we can kind of help each other and support each other's homesteads and homes and stuff like that. So I just want to point that out. Just yesterday was one of those days I just couldn't get the smile off my face. It was a great day. It's like, it just never stopped. It was like delivering pigs and going over to the RV park and seeing John and them, and then going over to Amy's for all that cuteness and adorable little goats. I never owned goats, by the way. Sherry, what? You want 20 of them? No?
No goats.
No goats?
No goats.
Yeah, we want goats. But it's so nice to, it's kind of like being grandparents. You come and see your grandkids, and when you had enough, you hand them back. And so that's how we feel about goats. But it was so nice to see goats. And once again, Amy at Dragonfly Farms, she's just their whole family is just so nice and supportive, and become really good friends, and we really appreciate it. So I wanted to talk about community a little bit, and I can tell you one thing for sure. We didn't have much of a community 6 months ago, and now it's overwhelming. So what a nice problem. And so yeah, guys, join our community. And how do you join? Yeah, you just stop by, visit once in a while, and everybody's got some kind of talent or skill or something to share, or they just want to learn from you, and that's cool. That's absolutely cool. That's really what community is all about. All right, another thing I wanted to point out is you guys have heard about us doing permaculture when we can. One, it's really hard to see over here, but Central Oregon, it's water is our secret here. And things are starting to green up over here. Probably hard to see in the camera, but we had this new section we showed you that we cleared. Had a lot of sagebrush and stuff in it. And we've been watering, and it's growing. And so I thought I'd show it to you. Hopefully the camera can pick this up. But there's grass showing up in all the sections here that we planted. And this is all cover crop stuff. And what a nice thing. So I was trying to leave it alone a little bit, give it water. We got the sprinkler in this section going off when we can. We have a new water system all over here. So we're really hoping this will become a really good green belt in our property. And we got more over on the other side of our property, but we need to level it a little more with the tractor and stuff. But yeah, we're seeing grass, and we're slowly converting this high desert, dusty dirt. We're adding nutrition to it and microorganisms, and oh yeah, and it's really cool to see. So yeah, I thought I'd point that out to you. That yeah, we weren't blowing smoke. We're actually growing. So important thing is we just keep giving it water. Well, another little thing that we're doing is we're getting ready to kind of start looking at the concept of changing the paddocks. So we're squaring them off, changing the access to the back, and instead of using hard fencing, I think we want to try to stick with our Premier fencing, because we have a lot of money invested in Premier fencing. So this is the first concept of the first farrowing area. We either might put one over here or come over here and add another one on this side using Premier fencing. So yeah, we just kind of, it's hard to get this straight, so I know it's crooked, but it's hard to imagine until you actually do it. So we thought we'd put one together, and the piglets are kind of funny because this is all new ground to them, and it's digging time, so it's all brand new to them, so they're having fun. So yeah, so that's kind of the beginning of a bigger project of getting a second farrowing house set up. Don't need it right away, but we need it by spring because we'll have 3 females. We're going to try to stagger them in their breeding time, but it'll still be pretty crazy in the summer. It's going to be really important we have some little paddocks set up for all the babies, and we need to build some more of these structures. So yeah, looks good. That was Sherry's idea. Looks good. Well, it's later in the evening now, and Sherry got to play with the tractor, and we got this area all smoothed out. It looks beautiful. Sherry did a great job. It's a lot of work because she gets going in here and she's got to pick rocks out, stuff. But I just got the sagebrush stuff pulled up, and it was one of those spur of the moment things. And she came in and kind of gave it the final touches. It takes a lot to get this all smoothed out. So you probably put a good 2.5 hours, 3 hours in that. So good job, Mom. So yep, that just means the more she does in that, the more I got to start thinking about water systems, and we got to think about planting again.
We need more area because that's only a small area.
Yeah, I mean we got a lot. I mean we could still go way back. So we got to take all that sage out of there, at least get halfway down this property this year at least. And yeah, how exciting. I mean, we're gaining so much more ground, and the fact that we're actually, I know it looks like a bunch of dead stuff in there, it is, but that was rye that I grew in there, and we just let it go to seed. So anyway, that's it's gonna be, it'll look a lot different here pretty soon. So guys, let's see, Sherry's been known to get attacked by the chickens lately, and the pigs and everything else. So anyway, so we're going to feed the piglets, and then we're going to go both together with the chickens because our roosters are being little turds. So last night she was actually just lifting up the nesting boxes, and a damn rooster in there just jumped out, went and came out, and then hit the ground and then started going after her there. So she's like, I can hear her slam the door. I just stop. Anyway, so our little roosters aren't so little anymore, and they're getting a new nickname, but I can't say it on film. So anyway, it is what it is. The roosters are doing their job, but yeah, we got to somehow tell them don't attack us. So anyway guys, I'm gonna wrap the videos up here. It's been a really good day, got a lot done. So anyway, yeah, please take the time to like, subscribe, and share our videos all over the whole wide world. We'd appreciate it. And have a great day. And don't forget to leave comments below. We really appreciate it. And yeah, share our videos if you would, please. We really appreciate it. So guys, have a great day. We'll talk to you later. Bye now.
Our videos are made possible by RangerRob Poopy Bags, available at Amazon right now. Thank you very much for watching our video. Please take the time to like, subscribe, and share our videos all over the whole wide world. Thanks.